Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, a question and answer session for flood victims at one Eastern Kentucky library this evening. We'll have a preview. And we'll take a closer look at damage hail can cause as spring storm season continues.
We had severe storms yesterday. We cleared out today and we were much cooler. Now, how long will this nice weather last? Details coming up.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A community question and answer session will take place at 6 o'clock tonight in Pike County. Those affected by the recent flooding or who have questions about a potential home buyout program are invited to attend. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino is in Pikeville with a preview.
Steve, I'm here now at the Pike County Public Library where folks will soon be attending a home buyout Q&A session hosted by Pike County officials. Floodplain Coordinator Jimmy Sider and Emergency Management Director Nee Jackson will also be in attendance, answering any questions potential home buyers may have about the FEMA Voluntary Home Buyout Program. Several homes throughout Eastern Kentucky have been impacted more than once this year, and officials expect buyouts to happen quickly. The Q&A will start at 6 p.m. on the third floor of the library. Anyone that has any questions or is interested in the program is encouraged to attend. Steve.
McKinley, thank you. We will have more from the meeting tonight on Mountain News at 11. In Boyd County, 2 people are in jail after police say they found a large amount of drugs during a traffic stop. Deputies with the sheriff's office pulled a car over in Ashland last night after a passenger led police on a brief chase. Police caught LaJuan Wilkerson and discovered he had drugs on him. Meth, fentanyl, and cocaine were found during a vehicle search. Wilkerson and Amber Clark were taken to the Boyd County Detention Center. An Elliott County man was sentenced to 35 years in prison for attempted production of child pornography. According to his plea agreement, in 2023, police received information that Matthew Nelson was engaging in sexual chats with minors via the internet and social media platforms. During an interview, Nelson admitted on one occasion to driving to one of the minors' homes and providing her with vape products to try and get her to have sex with him.
We started the day off with mainly cloudy skies, and then the clouds kind of let up as we rolled throughout the afternoon hours. Here's a look at our time lapse from the WYMT studios. There's the cloud cover that kind of held on until we rolled around the 3 o'clock time frame. You can kind of see how they started to kind of dissipate throughout the area, leaving us with mainly sunny skies, which is where we are right now. The big story today, though, is that wind. Some places had wind gusts very close to 40 miles per hour, 39 in Jackson, 35 Hazard, 37 in London, 35 in Somerset. And we're still seeing a little bit of a gust out there, especially towards London, as well as Somerset, Jackson, 31, 29 in Monticello. Temperatures right now, 50s and 60s, substantially cooler as compared to 24 hours ago. Live pinpoint Doppler radar is quiet. This is going to get a break as we go throughout the next couple of days. We'll see mainly clear skies as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours. Overnight lows in the upper 30s and low 40s. Now we'll have more coming up in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thanks. Police in Dallas, Texas responded to reports of a school shooting earlier this afternoon. It happened at Wilmer Hutchins High School in Dallas. We are told at least 4 people were injured. School officials later said the campus had been secured. Police are reportedly looking for a student suspect. Jury selection began today in Harvey Weinstein's retrial in New York for reported sex crimes. Weinstein was convicted of rape and criminal sexual acts in 2020, but it was overturned by the New York Appeals Court last year. He faces the same charges as well as an additional sex crime charge involving a new accuser. The 2 women who were at the center of the 2020 trial are expected to testify once again. The jury selection is expected to last about 5 days. The Trump administration wants to cut funding from National Public Radio and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. According to the New York Times, the Trump administration plans to send a request to Congress to rescind $1.1 billion in federal funding for public broadcasting. If approved, that could eliminate almost all federal funding for NPR and PBS. The Trump administration may close nearly 30 overseas embassies and consulates as it eyes significant changes to its diplomatic presence abroad. That's according to an internal State Department document. That document recommends closing 10 embassies and 17 consulates, many of which are in Europe and Africa. It suggests embassies in neighboring countries cover areas impacted by the closings. The State Department has not commented on the document. Honda is considering switching some car production from Mexico and Canada to the United States. The move is being contemplated with a goal of 90% of cars sold in the country to be made locally in response to new U.S. auto tariffs. According to a Japanese newspaper, Honda plans to increase U.S. vehicle production by as much as 30% during the next 2 to 3 years in response to President Trump's decision to put a 25% levy on imported vehicles. A new Centers for Disease Control and Prevention study shows the autism diagnosis rate has increased among U.S. children. It continues a long-term trend that experts have largely attributed to a better understanding of and screening for the condition. The study found about 1 in every 31 kids was diagnosed with autism by age 8 in 2022. That is up from 1 in 36 in 2020. Rates varied widely by gender, race, and geographic area. Our severe weather season is in full swing for Kentucky, meaning the potential for thunderstorms with some hail is showing up more frequently. Alexa Minton spoke with a contractor about how to handle damage from hail on your home.
Hail is no stranger to Kentucky, with the Commonwealth seeing anything from pea-sized hail to golf ball-sized or larger during severe weather season. It was around 2 years ago when this neighborhood in Richmond saw extensive damage from a hailstorm. And while things look better now, it took a while to rebuild.
2 years ago, that was the first time that I personally have seen hail that's actually puncturing the Tyvek siding on the home, you know, the underlayment.
Brody Briscoe has spent around 4 years with a Godsend Roofing, based here in Central Kentucky, where they repair siding and roof hail damage on homes.
Really, it's a wind-driven with the hail, and it's just blowing it into the sides of the home. First thing we're going to do is take a look at the exterior of the home, such as your garage doors, your guttering. We're going to look for all the soft metals on the roof. And then we go ahead and determine where the hail is and where it hit and how extensive the damages actually are.
If winds near the surface are strong enough, wind-driven hail can tear up siding on houses and even break windows.
You're absolutely at the mercy of Mother Nature. It could hit the vehicles, it could hit the garage door, it could, you know, your mailbox is out front. So everything is at risk. There's really not much you can do with Mother Nature at that point. You know, it's going to do what it's going to do.
From the Madison County hailstorm back in 2023, WKYT reported 2 separate homeowners reporting $40,000 and $60,000 worth of damage from hail. And with folks already starting to see hail damage this severe season, Briscoe's recommending you find a contractor you trust if you need repairs.
The storms just keep coming and coming, and it can be frustrating for the homeowners. Get a qualified contractor out there, someone that is, you know, is accepted through the BBB, someone that has a good reputation, someone that's local.
For WKYT, I'm First Alert meteorologist Alexa Minton.
Briscoe shared that a Godsend Roofing does more than just hail damage repairs. They have already been busy in 2025 working on wind-damaged homes. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, mortgage rates are soaring, but do not shelve your dream home just yet. We reveal some key strategies to lock in savings, even in an uncertain market.
And all is quiet right now, but we're first alerting you to more rain chances. Find out when coming up.